You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed by anxiety? The kind that leaves you restless, doubting your decisions and searching for clarity? If so, you're not alone. In today's fast-paced world, stress and uncertainty seem to follow us everywhere. But what if I told you that wisdom from over 2,000 years ago could help you find calm and control, even in the midst of chaos? This is where Stoicism comes in. More than just a philosophy, it's a practical guide to living a meaningful life, one rooted in resilience and emotional balance. Stoicism teaches us how to face life's challenges with courage, wisdom, and grace. In this video, we'll explore 5 practical Stoic techniques that you can use today to reduce anxiety naturally, regain focus, and build inner peace. From reframing negative thoughts to practicing mindfulness, each method is simple, actionable, and effective. Here's what you'll learn: how to focus only on what you can control, how to use negative visualization to overcome fear, how to reframe setbacks as opportunities for growth, how to cultivate clarity with Stoic journaling, how to find calm by embracing the bigger picture. By the end of this video, you'll have a toolkit to not only manage anxiety, but also approach life's uncertainties with confidence and composure. So if you're ready to discover how ancient Stoic wisdom can transform your mindset, stay with me until the end. And if you find value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your journey to a calmer, more centered life begins here with Stoic teachings today. Number 1. Control what you can, accept what you can't. One of the most liberating lessons from Stoicism is this: focus your energy on what you can control and let go of everything else. In a world that feels increasingly chaotic and unpredictable, this principle offers a powerful antidote to anxiety. So often our stress stems not from the situations themselves, but from our futile attempts to control the uncontrollable. Other people's actions, unforeseen setbacks, or even the ticking clock. By redirecting your focus inward, you can cultivate a sense of calm and clarity that nothing external can shake. Epictetus captured this beautifully when he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This idea encourages us to shift our attention from the storm outside to the calm we can create within. Imagine standing on the shore as waves crash against the rocks. You can't stop the ocean, but you can choose whether to be swept away by it or stand firm on solid ground. That choice, how you respond, is where your power lies. This principle is especially relevant in moments of high anxiety. For example, think about being stuck in traffic when you're already late. You can't control the red lights or the cars ahead of you, but you can decide how you spend that time. Instead of clenching the wheel and spiraling into frustration, you could take deep breaths to steady your mind, listen to an uplifting podcast, or simply remind yourself that being a few minutes late isn't the end of the world. These small shifts in perspective can turn even the most stressful situations into opportunities for growth and resilience. The Stoics remind us that this isn't about apathy or surrender. It's about focusing your finite energy where it matters most, on your own thoughts, actions, and decisions. Seneca expressed it well: true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. By grounding yourself in what you can control, you stop wasting emotional energy on the things you can't, creating space for peace and productivity. Let's take this a step further with a practical exercise you can try right now. Grab a piece of paper and draw 2 columns. On the left, write down something that's currently causing you stress. Maybe it's a looming deadline, a difficult relationship, or uncertainty about the future. Underneath that, list everything about the situation that's within your control. On the right, write down everything that's outside of your control. For example, if it's a work deadline, you might control your focus and effort, but you can't control how others respond or unforeseen delays. Now, commit to acting only on what's in the first column and let go of the second. Whenever your mind starts to spiral, return to this list as a reminder of where your true power lies. This simple practice not only helps you manage anxiety in the moment, but also builds long-term resilience and clarity. The beauty of this philosophy is its timeless relevance. Whether you're facing a minor inconvenience or a major life challenge, this principle applies universally. By focusing on what you can control, you stop feeling like a helpless victim of circumstance and instead become the master of your inner world. Over time, this shift can lead to better emotional balance, healthier relationships, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. So, as you move forward today, remember, the next time life feels overwhelming, pause and ask yourself, what's within my control right now? You might find that the answer is simpler and more empowering than you think. This is just the beginning. In the next section, we'll explore another transformative Stoic practice, negative visualization. It's a powerful tool for reducing anxiety and cultivating gratitude. Don't let the name fool you. This technique can bring surprising light into your life. Stay tuned. Number 2, practice negative visualization. Have you ever considered that imagining the worst could actually help you stay calm? It might sound counterintuitive, but the Stoics believed that by visualizing potential setbacks or losses, we can reduce anxiety and better prepare for life's challenges. This practice, called negative visualization, is not about dwelling on negativity. It's about embracing reality and cultivating gratitude for what we have now. Seneca put it best when he said, "The man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive." By mentally rehearsing worst-case scenarios, we confront our fears directly, making them less intimidating. Instead of being blindsided by difficulties, we gain clarity and resilience. Imagine this: you're preparing for an important presentation at work, but anxiety keeps creeping in. Instead of letting fear take over, pause and visualize what could go wrong. Perhaps you forget your words, the technology fails, or the audience seems disinterested. Now ask yourself, what would I do if that happened? This mental rehearsal allows you to create a backup plan, reducing uncertainty and boosting confidence. At the same time, you start to appreciate the simple fact that you have this opportunity to present at all. This practice extends far beyond professional scenarios. Picture walking into your home after a long day and seeing your loved ones. Take a moment to imagine what life would be like without them. Not to distress yourself, but to remind yourself to cherish their presence. When you practice negative visualization, you create a profound sense of gratitude for the things and people you often take for granted. The benefits of this technique are transformative. By confronting what we fear, we strip it of its power. Anxiety diminishes because you realize that, even in the worst-case scenario, you would find a way to adapt and persevere. And as you visualize these potential losses, you naturally become more mindful of the present moment and the blessings you currently enjoy. Here's how you can start practicing negative visualization today. Set aside 5 minutes in a quiet space. Close your eyes and think about one aspect of your life, a job, a relationship, or even a possession that you value deeply. Imagine what it would feel like if it were taken away. Acknowledge the emotions this brings up, then shift your focus to the gratitude you feel for still having it. When you open your eyes, notice how your perspective shifts. This is not about living in fear of loss, but about learning to value what you have and preparing yourself for whatever life brings. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. By keeping life's fragility in mind, we live more intentionally and with greater peace. With this practice, you're not just reducing anxiety naturally, you're also cultivating a mindset that allows you to stay calm with stoicism, even in the face of uncertainty. Next, we'll explore how to turn setbacks into opportunities for growth, another key principle of Stoic wisdom. Stay with me, you won't want to miss this transformative insight. Number 3, reframe setbacks as opportunities. What if every setback you faced wasn't a roadblock, but a stepping stone? This core Stoic principle teaches us to view challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable, but how we interpret them makes all the difference. By reframing difficulties as opportunities, we take control of our narrative and reduce the anxiety that often accompanies failure or hardship. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, put it beautifully: the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. In this single line, he reminds us that obstacles are not just barriers, but essential parts of the journey. They push us to adapt, to rethink our approach, and to discover strengths we didn't know we had. Consider a common scenario. You've been working hard for a promotion, but it goes to someone else. At first, this feels like a rejection, a door closing in your face. But if you take a Stoic perspective, you might ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Perhaps the setback reveals areas where you can improve, giving you the clarity to grow in your career. Or maybe it's an opportunity to explore new paths that align better with your passions. Instead of dwelling on the loss, you use it as a catalyst for change. A personal example. I once missed a critical deadline that cost me a major project. At first, I was overwhelmed by anxiety and self-doubt, but after reflecting on what happened, I realized that my procrastination and lack of planning were to blame. That experience forced me to develop better time management habits, which have benefited me ever since. The failure was painful, but it ultimately made me more disciplined and effective. This mindset isn't about denying the pain of setbacks. Instead, it's about choosing to see them as temporary and meaningful. When you shift your perspective, setbacks lose their power to paralyze you with fear or regret. You realize that every challenge carries a hidden gift, a chance to improve yourself, strengthen your character, or gain new wisdom. Here's a simple action step to help you reframe setbacks in your own life. The next time something goes wrong, pause for a moment and write it down. Then ask yourself 2 questions. What can I learn from this? And how can I use this situation to become better? Even if the answers aren't immediately clear, this practice will help you shift your focus from what you've lost to what you stand to gain. Reframing setbacks as opportunities allows you to stay calm with Stoicism and reduce anxiety naturally, no matter how challenging life becomes. It's not about avoiding difficulties, but transforming them into moments of growth and resilience. In the next section, we'll dive into another powerful Stoic tool, journaling. This simple daily habit can help you clarify your thoughts, manage emotions, and build inner strength. Stay with me. You'll find it to be one of the most transformative practices yet. Number 4, practice mindfulness through Stoic journaling. In the hustle of daily life, it's easy to let anxious thoughts take over. Stoic journaling offers a way to slow down, reflect, and regain control. By putting pen to paper, you can clarify your emotions, recognize what truly matters, and reframe challenges as opportunities. This simple habit, practiced by the Stoics themselves, is as effective today as it was 2,000 years ago in helping you reduce anxiety naturally and stay calm with Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, turned to journaling as a personal refuge. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." His writings were not intended for others but as reminders to himself, a way to focus his mind on what he could control and let go of the rest. This practice of self-reflection is at the heart of Stoicism. Journaling allows you to step back and observe your thoughts without judgment. Imagine you've had a stressful day at work. Instead of letting those emotions linger, you sit down in the evening and write, "What happened? How did I react? What could I have done differently?" This process not only helps you understand your responses, but also equips you to handle similar situations better in the future. For example, if you realize you became anxious because of a looming deadline, you can plan to tackle tasks earlier next time, turning a source of stress into a moment of growth. This habit isn't limited to processing difficulties. It's also a way to cultivate gratitude and mindfulness. Take a moment each night to list 3 things that went well during your day. Maybe it's a kind word from a colleague, the beauty of a sunset, or simply having time to enjoy your favorite meal. Recognizing these moments, however small, can shift your perspective and bring a sense of calm and fulfillment. The personal benefits of journaling are immense. It helps you manage emotions, break down overwhelming thoughts, and strengthen your ability to respond to life's challenges with clarity and composure. Over time, this practice builds resilience, allowing you to face uncertainty with confidence. Here's how to start. Set aside just 5 minutes at the end of your day. In a notebook, or even a simple app on your phone, answer these 3 questions. 1. What went well today? 2. What challenged me today? And how did I handle it? 3. What can I do tomorrow to improve? This small, consistent effort can make a big difference. With Stoic Journaling, you're not just writing, you're rewiring your mind to focus on growth, gratitude, and self-mastery. As you build this habit, you'll find yourself approaching anxiety and challenges with a greater sense of calm and control. Journaling is not about perfection, it's about progress, one small reflection at a time. In the final part of this video, we'll explore how embracing the bigger picture can help you stay grounded, even in the face of life's uncertainties. Stay tuned, because this last practice might just transform the way you see the world. Number 5. Remember the bigger picture. When anxiety grips you, it often feels like the weight of the world is pressing down. But what if you could step back and see the vastness of existence? By remembering the bigger picture, Stoicism teaches us to put our worries into perspective. What feels overwhelming in the moment might, in the grand scheme of things, be a small ripple in the ocean of life. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the immensity of the universe and the fleeting nature of life. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This is not a morbid reminder, but a liberating one. By understanding that our time is limited, we free ourselves from unnecessary anxiety and focus on what truly matters. Think about the last time you were consumed by stress. Maybe it was a deadline, an argument, or a missed opportunity. In that moment, it felt monumental. But days, months, or years later, did it still hold the same power? Chances are it faded into the background of your life. This is the gift of perspective. One way to practice this is to imagine yourself looking down on Earth from space. The noise, the rush, the anxiety, all of it fades when you see how small your individual worries are compared to the vastness of the universe. Or as Marcus Aurelius suggested, think about the flow of time. Generations before you have faced challenges, and generations after will do the same. Your moment of struggle, while real, is just one part of a larger, ever-moving story. This perspective doesn't diminish your problems. Instead, it places them in a context that reduces their emotional hold. Imagine a long line of dominoes. Each moment, no matter how challenging, is just one domino. It's part of a sequence, but it doesn't define the entire chain. On a personal level, this mindset helps reduce anxiety naturally by shifting your focus from short-term fears to long-term meaning. It reminds you to prioritize your values, like kindness, courage, or gratitude, over fleeting frustrations. For example, instead of stressing over a mistake at work, you might ask yourself, in 5 years, will this still matter? Often, the answer is no. Here's an actionable step you can take. The next time you feel overwhelmed, pause and ask yourself, how will this situation look from the perspective of tomorrow, a year from now, or at the end of my life? Write down your answer. This small exercise can help you distance yourself from the immediate pressure and refocus on what truly matters. Remembering the bigger picture is not about ignoring life's challenges, but about giving them the right weight. It's a way to stay calm with Stoicism, even in the face of uncertainty. When you embrace this practice, you'll find that you worry less about things that don't truly matter and instead invest your energy in what does. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on all 5 practices we've explored. These tools, grounded in ancient Stoic wisdom, are designed to help you reduce anxiety and build a life of resilience, clarity, and peace. If you found these insights helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more practical Stoic teachings. And remember, the calm you seek is already within you. You just need to bring it to the surface. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey we've taken together. In this video, we explored 5 powerful Stoic practices to help you reduce anxiety naturally and find calm in the chaos of everyday life. We began with the cornerstone of Stoicism, focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. We then delved into negative visualization, a technique that allows you to confront your fears and embrace gratitude. From there, we learned how to reframe setbacks as opportunities for growth, followed by the transformative practice of journaling to cultivate mindfulness and clarity. Finally, we embraced the bigger picture, gaining perspective on life's challenges by seeing them as fleeting moments in a much larger story. At the heart of these lessons is a simple yet profound truth. peace and resilience come not from changing the world around you, but from mastering your inner world. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Now it's time to put these lessons into practice. Start small. Choose one of the techniques we've discussed and apply it today. Maybe it's writing down what you can control in a stressful situation, or reflecting on what you're grateful for before bed. These small steps will lead to big changes over time, helping you stay calm with Stoicism and build a life of balance and purpose. The benefits are undeniable. By embracing Stoic principles, you can reduce anxiety, gain clarity, and approach life with greater confidence and emotional control. Beyond that, you'll cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and resilience that will enrich your relationships and daily experiences. Your journey with Stoicism doesn't end here. It's just beginning. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. And I'd love to hear from you. What practice resonated with you the most? Leave a comment below, and let's continue this conversation. Remember, the calm you seek is already within you. The wisdom of Stoicism is here to help you uncover it, one moment at a time. Thank you for watching Stoic Teachings today, and until next time, stay grounded and stay calm.